Hey fam, so I've been compelled to make this video. I'm gonna talk a little bit about myself and maybe some of it can be applied in your personal life, but I wanna be 100 with y'all, straight up. So being on YouTube and doing these tarot readings, I set intentions. I set intentions to build your confidence, to give you clarity and some tools that you could use on your healing journey, your self-love journey, because I believe that everyone should be, this knowledge should be available to the public, okay? I have been studying the Hermetic principles for no less than a decade. I've been developing my own intuition and psychic abilities. Now I could use these gifts to solely benefit myself, but I see the bigger picture and I see how each of us collectively have something to offer, even if that's barbering or doing hair or maintaining vehicles. Like, the possibilities are endless in the ways that we all collectively add to the value of our communities, our world at large. So one thing I shared recently on TikTok is that I have been diagnosed bipolar, and this isn't new. This isn't new information, okay? This happened years ago, and then a couple years after that also. So twice I've been diagnosed bipolar. I do not wake up and go to bed thinking about how some doctor somewhere looked at my symptoms and said, she's bipolar, I'm gonna be bipolar for the rest of my life. Because I don't look at it like that. I don't look at it like a hindrance. At those moments where I visited a doctor, I realized that it really was like a coming in of like all the trauma that I had suppressed. And so when I found myself in a safe place to begin my healing journey, my healing work, it was like PTSD. Okay, and those symptoms of bipolar were basically what I was feeling, okay? Like, this situation's too good to be true, a lot of self-sabotage, just all the things that come with being bipolar, you know, extremes, one extreme to the next. And I noticed as basically in the US, in the States, okay, people have a tendency to go from one extreme to the next. Look at any viral post on any social media. There will be a cute little video of a baby doing something completely harmless, and there's the people laughing about it, and there's the people on the other end of the extreme that are, oh, you should never do this, and this happened to me, and, you know, just projections all over, okay? And so I don't look at myself like a victim, okay? And I've had a harder life than you might believe, okay? I don't feel like I need to go into all those details in this moment because that's not what this video is about. But I've overcome a lot, and I am who I am today because of all those things that I have overcome. I haven't always had a support system. I have had a support system. It's ebbed and flowed, okay? And if we're being honest, everyone's a little bipolar. Everyone's a little okay? There's a large spectrum of emotions that we can feel, that we feel as humans, and they're meant to be felt. What's not meant to be of this spectrum of emotion is us dwelling on the negative side of things. Always expecting the worst, okay? Always seeing the worst in people, always seeing the worst in the world. That's how you stay depressed. That's how you stay a victim. That's how you stay in a miserable life that you're not proud of. Me, personally, I have children. Okay, I have a relationship, I have children, I have a home that I am extremely devoted to. I have to heal myself, okay? I had to heal myself. And where I do look at myself, I'm mostly healed, okay? Everyone has little insecurities here and there. Everyone has their innate human flaws, okay? I am no means the prototype of what you should be striving for, okay? However, I have a vast amount of knowledge and a vast amount of life experience that I am able to share with you so that you just don't feel alone, so that you know that it's possible to overcome whatever obstacles are headed your way. Okay, and again, my whole intention of reading tarot for the collective, for the zodiac, is to give greater confidence in where you stand right now as a human, okay? Give you the tools that you need moving forward. If you already got it figured out, then that's beautiful. That's great. Okay, how can you help other people get like you, right? Like in that sense, not become you, but reach that state of positivity where you expect things to work out for you. So about 6 months ago, maybe longer, I was talking to someone and I said, you know, if we're such powerful women, I think our lives should reflect that. If we're such powerful humans, I want my life to reflect how powerful I am, how loving I am, how beautiful can I make my life. And this isn't from an ego, oh, I need to show off, I need to show everyone this and that and all of my accomplishments, because trust me, I would be posting all of my accomplishments every time they happened if that were the case. And cheers to you if you do. You should be celebrated for your achievements. Okay, but that's not why I'm doing this, okay? Because behind this screen, I have a real life. Behind any screen, whoever you're watching, whoever you're inspired by has a real life. And that's, again, why I'm keeping it 100 with you, is so that you see that I'm not trying to be somebody that I'm not. But every single day, I am working towards something, a version of myself that I am in love with. I want to look around my life and be in awe of how beautiful my life has become. That's not something you have to like deprive yourself of. Okay? Comparisons are something of the ego, right? Okay, comparison is the thief of joy. So let's say I accomplish something with my body, my hair, the way I look, my appearance, my home. Okay, we upgraded homes last year. Nobody knows that. That's cool. I mean, unless you're like very in my personal circle, nobody knows that, but it's also nobody's business. Okay, so I noticed this theme of comparisons, especially in the spiritual community, is full of narcissists. And I hate that word because we're all a little tiny bit narcissistic. There's a type of narcissism for every human. You don't believe me? Look it up. Okay, so I hate that word, but if I were to sit here and tell you that I'm doing things that I'm not doing, that you should be this certain way, think this certain way, that I'm not actually doing myself, then I would be phony as hell. And I wouldn't be building a genuine community of like-minded people who can support each other beyond just a video that I'm posting. Okay, because I see the big picture. I want a strong knit community of people who want to uplift each other, not a strong community of people who are comparing themselves to others and gossiping and dragging each other down and showing, oh, this is why you're wrong, this is why you're wrong, this is why. Okay, we're gonna keep it real. Okay, and a lot of it's the spiritual community, and it's so funny that the most, loving people, the most abundant and just the people that are thriving, are supposed to be thriving, are the ones that are showing so much hatred and so much lack of discipline with their meditations, with your focus. Okay, so how are you gonna be a spiritual person and tell me that you can't even manage your own focus? Okay, I work on myself every single day of my life. Even when I'm resting, I know that I'm like replenishing my body and my mind to be a better version of myself. And we're eternal beings. That's never gonna stop. And why am I qualified to give other people readings? Because I consistently work on myself. I'm not perfect. I have a Red Bull right here. Okay, I use caffeine to get me through the day. And I also have this big jug of water, okay? full of minerals and things that my body needs, because I have been diagnosed bipolar. What does that mean? That means that the chemicals in my mind have not always been balanced. And for me to show up as the mother that I am, the friend, the wife, the daughter, the everything, to all the people that matter to me, it's my responsibility to make sure that my body is getting the things that it needs, that my mind is getting the nourishment that it needs. If that means cutting out red dye, yellow dye, a long list of things, then so be it. That is nothing compared to the blessings that I have to gain becoming a better version of myself. Okay, let me catch my breath, because there's a lot of directions that I could take this, but I don't want to get distracted. I don't want to be messy and sloppy in this video, okay? This is really, truly just my heart. I have nothing prepared, nothing written. This is my heart on your screen right now. I love what I do. I love helping people. I want to make a full-time career out of what I love and what I do. I don't feel guilty charging for tarot readings. I don't feel guilty accepting money. You know why? Because I've healed that part of myself. If you come from a family that was not like rolling in it, okay, like most of us come from middle-class families, you have to like unlearn some shit and rewire your mind to be programmed for success. Okay, we know science, for you science people, okay, and I like science too, but I'm also very much, my phone's dying. I'm very much intuitive, and I'm okay with that. I don't always need the hard proof and facts, because if something's working for me, I'm gonna keep it working. Okay, the science can come later, because if it's working for me now, I'm not gonna wait for science to give me permission to keep doing what I've already been doing. No, I experiment, I test things out, okay, and I want other people to benefit from that. But again, if you came from a background and you're trying to in any way exceed that and grow that and into something desirable and safe and beautiful, even if you don't have a children or a husband or a wife or a family, even if you're just doing that for yourself, that's literally why we're here. Okay, there's a lot of spiritual people that are talking about transcending the physical aspects of life. Bitch, we're in a fucking physical world. We're in a world where we need money to keep the lights on, because I don't want to live under a bridge with my children. Money is spiritual. Abundance frequency. Do we not talk about abundance frequency often in the spiritual community? Okay, this information that I'm giving you through these readings, I want to give you practical information. Information that you can hear and immediately apply in whatever ways. Okay, usually it's going to start with your mind. Okay, this is the control center. This is the game controller for this playground we call Earth. Your bodies are important. Your minds are important. No amount of money is going to replace your heart, your mind, your body. Okay? Being spiritual isn't about just transcending desires and wants. No, you're literally meant to enjoy yourself. Okay? These sabotaging programs are getting to people. But also, the positive programs are changing people's lives every day. And that's why I bring it to your awareness. We're all running programs just like a computer. Okay? If you've been in consistent toxic relationships, there is some program in your mind that needs rewired, so that when you have a healthy relationship come into your life, you can begin to enjoy it. And you don't shut these blessings off from your life. Okay? I always said the mark of an intelligent person is taking something very complicated and breaking it down into something simple and easy to teach. Okay, I'm not a know-it-all. I have plenty left to learn, but I do know that I can help people. And I do know that I feel my best when I'm giving other people advice, clarity, and confidence in being who they are. I'm not trying to make an army of me. You don't want to be me. You have your own desires. You have your own life to tend to. Okay, that's why we're not the same person. That's why we're all different. I just want to make myself clear. When I say we are here in these physical bodies for a reason, none of that reason is to suffer through to the bitter end, okay? Enjoy your life while you're here. Sometimes it's hard, I know. The fun in this is finding ways to keep your joy alive, keep your hope alive. And eventually it becomes something that you just know is inevitable. You gain such confidence to where you know, not believe, you know things are working out in your very best interest, okay? I don't care what the doctors say. I don't care what people around you say. I don't care what names you've been called, okay? You know who you are. And I want to plant a seed in you today. The truth of you, whatever that may be, is planted and it's growing. All you have to do is nurture it, okay? Don't rip it up from the ground to see if it's sprouted. Meditate until you are confident in your knowing. Yeah, I think I'm gonna end it there. I love you all.